And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. And this is Forex Trader Course 101. What are we trying to do here? We are trying to build the three pillars of a beginner trader. Pillar number one is the strategy and or a system with all of this stuff in here. Modules, basic module, beginner module. Hello, Lucas, how are you? Number two, risk management. We're trying to understand how risk management works in our strategy and our system. And the big one, we are trying to learn about the psychology and how psychology affects our risk management decisions and the system or strategy. Remember, everybody, if this is your first time, please go back on the streaming page and watch the lesson number one, what is market structure, because we are in the beginner intermediate, right? We are in the beginner and intermediate module. So if it's too difficult to understand what is happening, this is why. And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. The webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. For questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private chat, or you have the Gmail below the streaming. And never forget, having two skills is better than one, and having three skills is better than two, especially in times of uncertainty, and trading is a learnable skill. That being said, today lesson 32, how to trade candlestick formations in multiple time frames, right? Wow. So here is the question, everybody. Let's say that we have, this is going to be the monthly chart here, and let's say that on the monthly chart, everybody, we have something like this. Okay, let's move it here. This is the text for later. So on the monthly chart, everybody, come on, TradingView. On the monthly chart, we have something like this. Okay, and then we have, and let's make it red. Okay, and we are going to have a bullish candle, something like this. Okay, now on the end with the small wick, right? Small wick on the top. Come on, something like this. There you go. So this is the monthly chart. Now on the weekly chart, we are going to have something similar, right? The market's making lower lows, lower highs, a little bit more confused, something like this. And then we are going to have something like this, and right, something like this. And on the weekly chart too, we are going to have a slightly different, but still a bearish candlestick formation or a bearish candle with a wick, something like this. So this is the monthly chart, right? One more time, TradingView, come on, let's go. So this is the monthly chart in here, and text. This is going to be the weekly. It's going to be here. Right corner is going to be the daily. And in here, this is going to be... Any questions about candlestick formations, everybody? In the meantime, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, right? Something like this. Now on the daily, we are going to have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then we are going to have something like this, right? And we are going to have a bearish candle or bearish candlestick formation, right? Something like this. We're going to have a wick up in here too. Okay, maybe not the best one, right? And on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, we're going to have an uptrend making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And we are going to have a bullish candlestick formation, right? Bullish. And something like this, right? Maybe. Okay, not the best, right? Bullish candle in here. So this is going to be bearish, red color inside. This is going to be bearish, red color inside, right? So here is the question, everybody. How are you going to trade? How are we going to trade the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Let's make a poll, everybody. There is no right or wrong. This is the lesson, how to trade candlestick formations in multiple time frames. So most of us, we are on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. How are you going to trade this chart, everybody? Long or short? And as always, don't be shy, right? Don't be shy, don't be scared. There is no right or wrong. We're here to talk. So question, long or short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? What do you say? Long or short? And the next question, of course, is going to be why. And then we are going to check the live chart. Lucas, what do you think? Long or short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Mind 79, what do you think? Long or short? "21 says long. Thank you very much, everybody. This is the lesson. 29, why would you go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Thank you, Lucas. Lucas and 29, why would you go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart where you have a bearish candlestick formation on the daily? Right? Now the class starts. This is the course, this is the lesson. Everybody, you cannot escape the questions. Long or short? Long, okay? You want to go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, everybody? No, I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm asking questions. 29 and Lucas, you are the master, the coach, the teacher, and I'm the student. Teacher, why would we go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart if we have a bearish candlestick formation on the daily? What is going to be the answer? And this is where, you know, those kind of examples, maybe not the best, right? But those kind of examples would be, okay, maybe I need to change something, right? It's not real. How can this be? But I can have, so this would be the extension, and this would be the bearish candle here in a retracement, right? Okay, so we would have a retracement on the 4 hour chart, something like this, right? So the retracement on the 4 hour chart, it pushed down the daily candle, and we have now the bullish candle here, and still we have the bearish candle here, right? Teacher 29, Teacher Lucas, why would we go long if we have a bearish candlestick formation on the daily? And the next question is, anybody that want to short the market? Anybody wants to short the market? And this is the challenge for the beginner traders, everybody. The challenge is until we get timing right, the general bias, the direction is not going to help us, meaning we are going to lose because we are going to trade against the market short term, right? So let's address first the candlestick formations and going long, right? Why would you go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart where you have a bearish candle, bearish candlestick formation on the daily? Structure on the monthly chart is down, right? It's making high, it's making lower lows, lower highs, and structure on the weekly is down, making lower lows, lower highs, right? What about now? Anybody that wants to short the market? Maybe. There is no right or wrong, everybody. Everybody help Lucas and 29 out. How we can help them? They want to go long, and I'm asking a question. Why would you go long where the daily is the confirmation time frame, and it has a daily bearish candlestick formation or a bearish candle. Everybody, those kind of setups are where most of the beginner traders lose money. True or not? True or not, everybody? You are going to see bullish candle on the 1 hour chart. You are going to see bearish on the daily, bullish on the weekly, bearish on the monthly, right? How many times we lose as beginner traders when we don't understand what is really happening, right? Lucas says true. And if somebody is going to say, well, okay, long, it's a maybe no go, let's short the market. Is anybody here who wants to go short? Remember, everybody, don't be shy, don't be scared. There is no right or wrong. We are here to talk. We are trying to make sense of the market, right? So what can we do? We can help ourselves with uptrend line in here, right? Uptrend line in here, and we can help ourselves. There is an uptrend line in here too, right? And there is a downtrend line in here on the monthly, right? And then we have a downtrend line on the weekly too, something like this, right? 29, wait for the support to be broken before shorting the market. On what time frame, 29? Sorry, my sound was off, no problem. On what time frame do you want to break the support, to go short? On the 1 hour, 2 hour, daily, monthly, weekly? And this is the challenge, everybody. Candlestick formations are the sign language of the market, and we are using candlestick formations for timing, right? We want to time our entry in the best possible way. 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Okay, so let's say the market, thank you very much, 21. Let's say that the market breaks and it makes a lower low, right? Okay, it makes a lower low, and here is the question: why would you short the market when there is no easy answer, right? Everybody, I want you to learn, okay? I'm not joking with you, and I want you to learn. Why would you short the market on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart where the daily is still making higher highs, higher lows? How many times, everybody, the market breaks a low, makes a head and shoulder, breaks a trend line, breaks a Fibonacci on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, and you are shorting the market on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 15-minute chart, and you lose because the higher time frame is still in an uptrend. True or not true? True or not true? So maybe the market is here, right? It broke the level of support, it broke the high, it broke the low, but from the daily chart, you know, this candle that was bullish, that was bearish already, just pushed a little bit lower, right? So question again, oh, it broke the level of support, it made a lower low, it broke the uptrend line on the 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour chart. I'm not saying right or wrong, I'm asking questions. You know, boss, why are we shorting the market when the daily time frame is still making higher highs, higher lows? Because some Fxpassion from Brazil told me not to do this, right? So it broke a low. It broke a low on the 1 hour. Come on, trading view. It broke a low on the 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour chart, but it didn't break a low on the daily, right? Everybody, can you understand this, everybody? So many times, and remember what we are looking at. We are looking at candles and candlestick formations. right? So anybody else that wants to try to go long or short? So if you say long, I'm going to ask you, what about this and this and that? If you say short, same story. What about this and this and that too? Is it true this is happening to me? I'm making mistakes on timing. Good news for you. This is a learnable skill. Everybody, you can learn this. 29, are you still sure that we are going to short the market just because the market broke the support level on the 4-hour chart without breaking the daily? 29, still short on the market? Still short? Is anybody here who wants to? Lucas, what's your idea right now? Long or short? Anybody else? Don't be shy. There is no right or wrong. We are here to learn, right? I'm going to go short when the market breaks the SPAS support and breaks the low and breaks the trend line. Well, you know, it didn't break the daily, right? Not yet. And what? 29, this is for you, and Lucas too. What if the market on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart breaks the level of support and the trend line and still makes a bullish candle or candlestick formation on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart? 29, most probable long, question mark. Now you're getting political, question mark. Come on, everybody. What's your pick, long or short? Come on, I'm going to give you an answer, don't worry. I just want you to think, right? Long or short on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart. And then we're going to check. So let's go on the chart, right? Let's go on the charts, everybody. Now here you have New Zealand NZD CAT on the monthly. You have New Zealand NZD CAT on the weekly, daily, and the 4-hour chart. So NZD CAT, what is this daily, right? NZD CAT monthly chart. Okay, this is NZD CAT monthly chart, right? What is this? What is this candle here? Let's make it transparent so you cannot see, right, the wick. Okay, what is this candle in here on the monthly chart? Is it bullish or bearish right now? And this was the market back in time, everybody. I was looking for an example, right? This candle in here, what is this, bullish or bearish? If I move the vertical line, bearish. So long or short on the monthly chart? Long or short on the monthly chart? Right? And before you say short, everybody, what is the market doing? High, well, this is not a low, right? But nonetheless, we're going to do something like this. Or we're going to do something. Let me, come on. So the market was making like lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Then we have a high here. We really don't have a low, but it made a higher high here, right? Short, short, short. Okay. Now this candle is short, right? But is the market making higher highs, higher lows, or is the market making lower lows, lower highs on the monthly? Right? What is the market doing? Remember, timing is one thing, general direction is another thing. Should we go short, or the market is, should we go short long term? Should we go short short term? Passion, this is too complex. Yes, sir. Go back to the streaming page, go on my profile, and start to watch lesson number 1, what is market structure, right? This is the monthly chart, everybody, Okay, and talking about the market structure from the monthly, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, extension, right? So what is the general bias? What is the structure telling you? It's long-term short, it's long-term long, right? And not to get too complicated, well, this was a high, and this is a higher high, agreed? And we are trying to short the market. So, okay, yes, very good. The candle is short, short, short. Very good. So this is the monthly, right? Now let's go on the weekly. Weekly chart, same story. Weekly chart. Let me, I don't know why this is weekly chart. Come on. Okay, not a problem. Remove things. There you go. Weekly chart. What is the weekly candle telling you, everybody? This is why I put a vertical line here, right? We have here on TradingView, we can click drawings. You are going to see you have a bearish candle on the, how can I compare? No. Drawing horizontal line. Add alert. Did I click compare? No, right? No. So we have a bearish candle on the monthly. What about the weekly? Is the weekly candle bearish or bullish, everybody? Is the weekly candle bullish or bearish? Right? And we can make a pointer like something like this. There you go. So this in here, is this bullish or bearish? Everybody, what do you say? So if you say, well, let's short the market on the monthly, do you still want to short the market on the monthly? Because this is what you are seeing on the weekly. And remember, we are trading from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frame. Lucas is bullish. So we are still here, right, everybody? We are still here. So it's long or short, right? It's long or short. We have the step. Do you understand the challenge, everybody? We have the same challenge on the currency pairs in the live market. Many times we have a short-term uptrend with the bullish candle. We have a long-term downtrend, short-term uptrend with the bearish candle. We have a long-term down structure with the bullish candle on the monthly. And we have extension or retracement with the bearish. Bearish candlestick formation, but the market was making higher highs, higher lows. And we need to make a sense out of this, right? And here is the live market. This is theory. So from the monthly chart, we have a bearish candle. Now from the weekly chart, we have a bullish candle. Now if we move forward from the daily chart, daily chart, what is the candle on the daily chart? What is the candle or the candlestick formation? Beginner traders, if this is right now, how are you going to trade this, long or short? Let's say that you have your live account or demo account, hopefully demo account first, okay? And you are looking at the charts, you want to make some pips and money, demo account, right now. And you are looking at the monthly chart, and you are looking at the weekly chart, and you are looking at the daily chart. How are you going to trade this? You need to master this, everybody. This is where 90% of beginner traders lose money. And it's not about general direction, it's about timing. Lucas and 29 and everybody else, how are you going to trade this, long or short? Same question. This is exactly. So ask the question, what is confusing? But I put a vertical line, everybody, to see that we are looking at the same thing. Okay, time is moving. So, okay, so let's decipher this, right? I'm going to give you the answer step by step. Okay, so let's decipher this. Okay, as a beginner trader, number one, as beginner traders, we must understand what we are looking at from one time frame to another. Okay, so what we are looking at, and the daily chart is key. What we are looking at, so from the daily standpoint, this circle, from the daily standpoint, this circle is this circle. You are looking at exactly the same thing. Okay, this circle, everything that you see, lower lows, lower highs, higher lows, bearish candlestick formation, this circle on the daily chart, you are looking at exactly the same thing. Less swings. Why? Because one candle, it's a wick. But this circle from the daily is this circle from the weekly. You are looking at exactly the same thing. Each time frame is saying a different thing. Exactly. Welcome to the club, right? So when you say long or short on the daily, what should you do on the daily? Should you go long or short? Based on what you are seeing from the weekly. And everything that happened, so back in time, right? But let's make it like, let's leave it like this. And everything that is happening on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, this quadrant in here, right? This quadrant, let's change colors. This quadrant from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart is this quadrant, right? We need to have a high, it's daily. So let's make it like this, right? A little bit lower wick, there you go. So from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, wow, right? So before you short the market, it doesn't matter what. Your Fibonacci could be telling you to short the market, your Ichimoku is telling you to short the market, the Bollinger Band is down, you know, everything is down. Before you short the market on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, look what the daily is telling you. Oh, but the daily is making lower lows, lower highs. Relevant ones, yes, sir, but is it the right time to enter? Is it the right time? And what we need to learn, everybody, as beginner traders, is that everything that you see on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, daily and weekly, everything that it's showing to you is because of the monthly candle. These higher highs, higher lows on the weekly, maybe not the best example, but for sure higher highs and higher lows on the daily. And this bearish candlestick formation, it was made because of the monthly candle. See the wick up in here? It's not just bullish, it has a small wick on the top. So before you go long or short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, you need to make sense of all of this to make, of course, a decision on where, in your opinion, right, where in our opinion is the greatest probability. Make sense, everybody? Or is it too difficult? We need to make sense on the probability. So direction is one, right? Direction, it's easy, right? most beginner traders, we know how to determine general direction. It's not that complicated, but timing is something completely different. It's more challenging, right? How many of us, me too, we're all the same, how many of us we can spot a great entry, great direction, but we still lose? No, I lost again, oh my God, and then the market stopped me out, and then it reversed, you know. I knew, you know, I was right on the direction. Yes, sir. Most of the beginner traders, we are right on the direction, but we are not skilled enough on timing. Make sense, everybody, or is this too complex to understand? Ask questions. There is no right or wrong. Okay, so if this quadrant on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart is the representation of this quadrant from the daily, and if this circle from the daily is the representation of this circle from the weekly, then should we go long or short on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, and when? So, not to get too complicated, let's talk about general direction, general bias from the monthly chart, long or short. This is an easy one, everybody. Long or short on the monthly chart. General direction, bias. What would you say? Long or short? So this is a high from the monthly, right? And this is a relevant low from the monthly. And this is a relevant high from the monthly. And this is a relevant low from the monthly. We have relevant highs and lows doing what? What is the general bias? And from the weekly too, right? We have a relevant high, we have a relevant low, we have a relevant high, we have a relevant low. I'm having challenging on timing. Everybody does. You're not alone, don't worry. So let's go step by step, everybody. General direction. Should we short the market on the monthly or should we go long on the monthly? As a general direction. Okay? Long or short on the monthly? Let's make a poll. Who in here thinks that we should be long on the monthly, and who in here thinks that we should be short on the monthly as a general direction? And so general direction, come on, trading view. General direction. Everybody, general direction, long or short? What do you think? There is no right or wrong. What do you say? What do you say, everybody? Long or short? This is an easy one, right? What is the market do? It is the monthly making lower lows, lower highs, or is the market making higher highs, higher lows? Short, exactly. General direction is short, right? General direction short, okay? Short. Very good. Now, is it, this is the question, right, about timing. Is it the, how can we rephrase this? Is it now the right time to enter the monthly chart? See, everybody, we should short the market on the monthly. Why is that? Because the relevant highs and lows are making low. I mean, the market's making lower lows, lower highs, relevant ones. But is it now the right time to enter short? What do you say? What would you say? Yes or no? And this is an easy one too, right? Chalikias, short. Yes, sir. Very good. Is it now the right time to go short? Lucas Chalikias 29. Direction is short. Yes, sir. Is it now the right time to go short? We have a bullish candle on the monthly. So we are using candlestick formations to time the market, and you have a bullish candle, right? Is it now the right time to short the market on the monthly chart? No, exactly. Why not? Well, because this is a bullish candle. Candlestick formations are the sign language of the market. Exactly. No, not yet. And clone, right? We have the same direction, same questions on the weekly chart, right? We have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Now, look at the weekly and tell me, what do you think? Is it now the right time to go short? And we can use a trend line to help ourselves. So no for the down bias, but it's not the right time to enter on the monthly. Down bias, short on the weekly. What about the weekly? We have compared to the monthly, we have a bearish candlestick formation. Is now the right time to go short? Everybody? Is now the right time to go short? What do you say? Yes or no? So, and here we have a few rules, right? Is now the right time to go short? And here's the answer. Come on, trading view. Okay. Aggressive trader. Answer is yes. Stop loss above the weekly candle. Aggressive trader, answer is yes. Stop loss above the weekly candle, right? This is the aggressive trader. Okay. Now the moderate trader, the answer is not yet. Wait for the CTB counter trendline break, okay, and still the stop loss goes above the weekly candle, and the conservative trader is going to say not yet. Wait for the CTB counter trendline break plus market needs to change the short-term trend. Okay, market needs a short-term trend, and stop loss according to the strategy, right? Okay, so this is timing right now. Okay, if you are compared to the monthly chart, let's say, oh, I'm shorting the monthly chart, it's not the right time yet. Is now the right time? Answer is no. The weekly chart, right? If you're an aggressive trader, you can, and it's a choice. It's still risky, right? Because the market's making hard highs, hard lows, but we do have a bearish candlestick formation, right? And it happened to past resistance. We have past resistance here, right? And we learned about that resistance and support and pivot points are areas, are not lines to the right. Okay. So this candle bullish, right? Bullish, now it happened to past resistance on the monthly structure. Now we have clone. So similarly, this happened here too, right? We have a bearish candlestick formation, right? Well, maybe we can do something like this, right? Not to get too far away. So we have a bearish candlestick formation from the weekly at past resistance 2, right? So this could be talking about timing from the weekly chart. Don't confuse the two, everybody. It's the same. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. If you are thinking that everything is the same, this is why you are losing pips and money. Okay, it's not the same. It's exactly the opposite. It has big difference on timing, right? Oh, but if the weekly is going to drop, the monthly is going to drop too. No, sir. If the monthly is going to drop, the weekly is going to drop. The monthly is the grandfather. The higher time frame controls the smaller time frame. The weekly made 2 higher highs, 2 higher lows because the monthly made a bullish candle. Make sense? Watch this webinar, everybody, 2 or 3 times. Don't be so naive that, oh, I'm going to watch it 1 time and I'm going to understand. You won't understand. There is too much information. It's not personal. This is science. Our brain cannot get that much information in 1 hour. Okay, watch these webinars 2 or 3 times. Pen and paper, make notes. Okay, so talking about timing from the weekly chart, if you short right now, it's a risky trade. Why it's a risky trade? It still can go down, right? But it's a risky trade. Why? Because the monthly, it's bullish. Oh, but it's making lower lows, lower highs. This is general direction. We agreed that we are going to go short. Yes, ma'am, but wrong timing. So this trade in here for the aggressive trader, it's not risky from the general direction standpoint, but is risky from the timing standpoint. Makes sense. I was doing this. Very good. Don't do this anymore, right? Hopefully this is going to help you, everybody. And this is a course, right? Okay. Now, moderate, not yet wait for the counter trend line break, right? So if you want to be that aggressive and it's a choice, well, you can wait for the market to break the counter trend line. You know, it's still going to be in a higher low, but now to go short, and we're talking about timing, you have a bearish candlestick formation and you have a counter trend line break. And if this happens, the monthly, which is still moving, is going to be something like this, right? And if you are conservative, so you want to be more sure, we're talking about convergences. How many reasons do we have to go short? You can wait for the market to make a lower low, right? Make a lower low. Come on, trading view. Make a lower low, then maybe retrace, and you would enter on the next counter trend line break. Just an example. So this is black again, and this is here. Just an example. And when and if the market makes a lower low, this monthly candle, which is still moving, by the way, it's not going to be up in here anymore. It's going to be like this. Yeah, too much things on the chart, right? So when you enter here, just an example, and you wait for the bearish candle, you wait for the counter trend line break, and you wait for the market to make a lower low on the short-term trend on the weekly. And this example, everybody, it applies for the relationship between the daily and the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart too. It works exactly the same way. So if you would enter in here, where would you enter as a daily, as a monthly? Oh my God, right? Does this knowledge help you, everybody? How candlestick formations work in different time frames? And if this happens on the weekly, how the daily would be positioned. And we can do the same example from the daily too. How the daily change. You know, we're going to use, so daily chart, right? Same questions. What is the general bias, right? Now it's not long. This is a down retracement, everybody. You need to learn this. The general bias from the daily is short, not long. Extension, look at, this is why I put you the circle for you to understand what is happening on the daily. How many of us, we are losing trades because we are entering something that we are thinking that, oh, it's an uptrend, and we lose, right? Or we are shorting a downtrend and we lose because we are going against the trend. We are going long or short on retracements, but we are not aware that those are retracements. We think, oh, this is an uptrend. No, it's not. This is a down retracement. How do you know? From the higher time frame. Make sense? So this was the leg extension retracement from the weekly chart, right? Extension retracement, those higher highs, higher lows, those are, this is a down retracement, is the short-term trend. Make sense, everybody? So before you enter any trades, starting from today, hopefully you are going to check, everybody, what is the higher time frame doing to have a better chance. So general direction is short. Is now the right time to go short, everybody? We are going to apply exactly the same logic between the monthly and the weekly. Now we are on the daily, right? So we're going to remove everything. This is the chart. The monthly, it's up in here, right? And we are looking at the daily. General direction short. Is now the right time to go short, everybody? There is no right or wrong. We are just going to have different levels of risks, right? Well, we have a bearish candlestick on the daily and we have a bearish candlestick on the weekly. I guess we can go short. What do you think? Maybe yes, maybe no, right? What do you think? So, and the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart was positioned like this, right? We were making an up retracement, and this was the bullish candle, like in here. Okay. Any questions so far, everybody? We need to move. We're almost out of time. So is it now the right time to go short on the daily? Aggressive trader, yes. The aggressive trader, you know, yes, stop loss above the daily candle. Daily candle. Daily candle. And we're going to also write here, this is the more risky way. More risky way. Okay, and here too. I don't want you to call me, oh, I jumped because you told me. Oh, calm down. This is the more risky way, right? Because we don't have that much convergences, reasons to go short. So this is the more risky way, right? But here is the kicker, everybody, you know, if it's risky to go short on the daily, why would you short the market on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? And as 29 said, well, but the market broke support. If this is a risky trade from the daily, why would you enter in the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Is that simple? So the moderate trader, not yet, wait for the counter trendline break. So the moderate trader, you know, is going to wait for the market to at least, and there is no right or wrong, at least to break a counter trendline break, right? And stop loss not above the weekly, stop loss above the, still above the daily. Just an option, daily candle. Little less risky, but still risky, right? Still risky. We always have risk in the market, right? Now, if the market breaks the daily counter trend line and is going to break this low on the 2-hour chart, how the daily candle is going to be? If this happens during the same day, this candle is going to be more bearish. If this happens in the next day, we would have another bearish candle here on the side. Make sense? Passion, this is too complex. Please help me. Watch these webinars 2 or 3 times. Everybody. Okay? And conservative trader, not yet wait for the market, need to change the short-term trend. So the conservative trader would wait for the market to make a lower low, lower high, you know, break a counter trend. Come on, trading view. Lower low, lower high, lower low. There you go. So we have a change in the short-term trend, right? Bearish candlestick formation, counter trend line break, change in the short-term trend. If this happens on the daily, and this is the last question for today, everybody. If this happens on the daily, what do you think how the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart and the weekly and the monthly are going to be positioned? What are you, if you enter in here, it doesn't matter what time frame, how this market is going to be shown to you. And I'm going to, so if this would be the case, the monthly bullish candle, which is still moving, is going to become or more or less neutral or bearish. The weekly chart is going to be bearish, maybe just this candle because it's a weekly is going to be like this, right? Remember, this could be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but it's making lower lows, lower highs from the daily. So you are going to have indecision or maybe bearish on the monthly. You are going to have a bearish candle on the weekly. You are going to have a bearish candle on the daily plus counter trend line break plus short-term downtrend, which is going to be the next extension leg. And from the 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour chart, you are going to have multiple swings already, maybe 2 or 3, right? Does all of this make sense to you, everybody? When we are over the lesson, start to watch it again and compare how we started the lesson. I cannot go back in time, all right? But you can compare and you are going to understand timing. And this is timing, everybody. Lucas Chalikias 29, is it more clear or it gets just more confused, everything? Is it more clear, everybody, why we lose? We can determine the general direction, but why we lose on timing? How we start the lesson today, the market was not, we had different candlestick formations from different time frames, but it was not, and this is the answer, it was not the right time to enter the market. Bias was always short on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frame. The bias was short. If you went long, you went against the general trend. So the bias was always short, but it was not the right time to enter. If you would go short in here, wrong timing. And this is why 90% of traders, at least beginner traders, lose money. Okay, everybody, our time is up. Thank you very much. As always, if you don't want to spend 5 years to understand everything what we can offer to you are the next levels. If you want to accelerate your learning curve and not to waste 1 to 3 years, ask for private lessons of this course. Otherwise, not a problem. It's for free. You can download, the lessons, you can study. And if you want to learn how to trade as a professional, learn the mindset and the heart set, you can ask for Forex Trader Course 202. But you need to be over the 101, everybody. You cannot come to the Forex Course 202 without learning the Forex Course 101 first. Okay? Zuelius, you were hired, right? Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back tomorrow with another lesson. And until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.